Okay, so I'm gonna start by, let's see, I guess opening up the library databases. Let's see, I always have trouble getting to the, oh, no, okay, so I'm gonna click on the social sciences tab, and I'm gonna go down to, psych articles, because I usually use this one, and I am researching for a paper I'm doing in my social psychology class, and I'm going to look at how the media influences men's perception of women. So I'm going to start with a term, media influence on men's perception of women, and see if anything comes up. Let's see. I'm seeing an article. Is this good? Is this fun? Okay. I'm seeing an article, influence of visual attention on male body dissatisfaction after idealized media exposure. I feel like this might be just on men's perception of themselves, but I'm going to click and read the abstract to see if it fits. Let's see. No, this one does not work for what I'm wanting to look at, so I'm going back to the search results and I'm going to keep looking. Men's relationship with media, real bodies, and sexuality. I'm clicking on this one, and I'm going to see if the abstract shows me something that I might be able to work with. Okay, although numerous studies have examined women's bodies, attitudes in relation to media, fewer studies have explored these relations among men. Authors investigated contributions of media to men's body attitudes and examined how such attitudes related to sexual decision making. This doesn't seem like it's gonna fit either. I feel like this is more about sexuality and the relationship with the media and men, so I'm gonna keep going through the search. Let's see. This is interesting. A lot of these results have to do just with men and their own perception of themselves. I'm on the second page of the search results. And I'm not seeing anything that's really fitting, so I think I'm going to try one more page and then maybe change my search terminology just to see if that brings up stuff closer to what I'm looking for. Okay, yep, this is not working. I'm going to change the search terms, and I'm just going to start with media influence. And let's see if select a field will bring up anything that it might, subjects, and then men's perception of women, men's perceptions of women, that's coming up in the search terms, and I'm searching that now, and nothing was found, so I'm gonna take away the field and see if maybe that brings up something different, and it doesn't. How about get rid of media influence and see if anything comes up with just men's perception of women. A lot of these don't seem to fit either with what I'm wanting to look at. So maybe, let's see, media's influence. Hit the back button too many times. Look at media's influence on, let's see, gender stereotypes, and then maybe in the second one I'll put women and see if that might bring up something closer to what I'm looking for. And so no results were found. All text was in the search field. Maybe that was part of it, maybe not. Okay, yes, it was. I got rid of that and it brought up more stuff. And now I'm looking through the first page of results, and let's see. I'm not finding anything. This is really weird. Usually I find at least like one article that kind of fits what I'm wanting to look at, so that's interesting. And something similar to kind of what I ran into when I was doing my capstone proposal, so I guess I'm... Oh, wow, nothing. This... So I'm going to change the terminology on the search bar again to just media's influence on men. And then that only brought up one article, which didn't have anything to do with the media influence on men. The name of the article has to do with black women's body image, so that's confusing. I'm gonna try going to psych info and see if maybe that might bring up some different articles. So I'm going to the library databases again. Just loading. Psych info. And I feel like these search from similar collections of articles, so I might not find anything new, but let's put media influence on men. And see if that brings up anything. Okay, so this one's bringing up 38 results for that term. A lot of these articles are not what I'm looking for either. A lot of them have to do with body image or aggression or sexuality, and that's not exactly what I'm wanting to see. It might play into some of what I'm looking for, but it's not jumping out at me like what I usually look for when I'm doing research. So, yeah, this is kind of frustrating. I'm wondering maybe if I could change what I'm doing my research on. Maybe instead of how the media influences men's perception of women, how the media influences... I'm not, like... Can you help me with this? I'm like stuck right now. Okay. Yes. Wording for men, like how men perceive women, how the media affects that. Because like all the terminology I've been using has not been working. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, good idea. Yeah, Google. Okay, so I'm gonna Google. Thank you. Media's influence on men's perception of women. And I'm opening up the Google Scholarly articles. I'm gonna look through those. And still I'm just seeing a lot of ones relating to body image, body size, and how it affects women and men, but not really finding how it affects men's perception of women. I'm opening up an article from udel.edu, and it's called Gendered Media, the Influence of Media on Views of Gender. This looks like it might be fruitful, so I'm gonna see if I can... There doesn't appear to be an abstract, which is weird. So I'm just gonna read the first paragraph and see if there's anything that pops out to me. So, just from reading the first paragraph, this looks like it might have some useful information. So I'm just gonna leave this tab up, and then I'm gonna continue searching for more articles that I might be able to use. I'm opening up another article from scholarcommons.usf.edu. This one's called Media That Objectify Women, the Influence on Individuals' Body Image and Perceptions of Others. It's not exactly what I'm looking at, but it might play into it, so I'm going to read the abstract and see if there's anything in there that might point out to me that it could be useful. No, I don't think this one's going to be useful. It's talking a lot about eating disorders and body image still. Let's see. I'm opening up something called Gender Roles in the Media to see if that could be useful. It's not a scholarly article, so I don't think I'm going to use it just because I tend to prefer to use peer-reviewed articles for research. Okay, so I'm going to the second page on Google, and I'm reading through the titles to see if there's anything. Okay, so I'm still not finding anything, so I'm gonna Google a different term, and I think I'm gonna Google gender stereotypes of women portrayed in media. I'm gonna open up the scholarly articles and look at those. There's an article, content analysis of gender roles in media, where are we now and where should we go, and I'm opening that. I'm gonna read the abstract for that. So it looks like this one might be useful, and there's a download link. I am going to save this tab open and then keep looking for other articles. So I went back to the result list on Google, and I'm looking through those again. Going to the third page. Oh, no, second page. There's an article from 1979, but I'd like to stay with research done closer to now, just because I feel like the media has had such a major change in even just the last 10 years, so I don't want to use something that old. I'm going to the third page. Okay, so I haven't searched these terms in the psych article, so I'm going to go back and do that. To do gender stereotypes. Of women. And then put media in the second field. It's saying that my initial search query didn't yield any results, but I'm still going to look down and see if there's anything that I can use. There's an article relating to the effects of sexually degrading music videos and lyrics to men's aggression, endorsement of rape myths, and sexual stereotypes. I feel like that could be useful and a part of my paper. So I'm going to read the abstract for that.